All right, we're back. Oh man, did a little multiplayer playing yesterday with a friend of mine. He was using a monk, trying to use a 0 damage monk build, but I don't know what he was doing. Something was messed up where it wasn't really adding to wasn't adding to the party's overall defenses, or he kept dying. I'm not sure what he was using. I guess Innas and a couple other defensive abilities, but it just didn't work. So he's gonna have to go back and revise it. But that being said, the monk this season is so powerful. I'm probably actually better off just using it as a straight damage dealer rather than a 0 damage based build. But so, anyways, I got one more thing that I want to try. If we go to beers. So this was my setup before. This is the last one I did, and it's probably good for around Greater Rift level 112 or something like that. This Remnant of Pain that I'm using, I think it's probably the best legendary gem to use. But I am going to try one different one, which I originally was using until I found the Remnant of Pain seemed to do better. But I'm going to go back and just going to at least try using this Essence of Anguish. Every time I deal poison damage to an enemy, I increase my cooldown reduction and movement speed by 2.5%, but my damage received increased by 5%. So it's going to give me 25% cooldown reduction and movement speed, but I'm going to be taking an extra 50% in damage. And, however, when I kill an enemy, I'm going to be dealing the damage done by the death blow to all enemies within 25 yards. So, if I can take that extra 50% damage, but I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to take that or not. But if I can, then I'll be able to get into Archon form that much faster. So I'll have more time of my double Archon stacks from the Swami. And the death blow being delivered to all enemies in 25 yards. That'll obviously help if there's larger creatures. And, then I'm dealing, that damage to all enemies. I don't know. I have used this before, and the trick to using it, okay, I'm a wizard, I don't normally do poison, but my weapon is poison damage. So that is enough to trigger the ability. And then on top of that, the other thing that I could do, I don't know if I want to do this, but I could more or less do kind of the same thing by switching out Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge for Squirt's Necklace and Convention of the Elements. That would be an overall increase of, 50%. But they get 50% more damage too. So, the question is, can I withstand all of that damage? A lot of times, even in Archon form, I'm not invulnerable. I can still take a lot of damage when I'm in Archon form. I've got Esoteric. Oh yeah, well, the other kind of bad thing about this one here is that first ability, when you kill an enemy, you deal the damage done. For most Rift Guardians, that's going to be useless. So I would be gaining this ability here against Rift Guardians, the increased attack speed, See, this gives me 50% bonus to attack speed. And a whole heck of a lot of extra critical hit damage. I just don't see... I can't see how it's going to be that much better, if any. Especially since I'm going to be taking more damage. I mean, I'm going to give it a try. See what happens. I do just wish there was a way that I could... increase my defense just a little bit more, but I can, but not without sacrificing something. So
One time I miscast the charm spell and Sister Lysa was fawning over me for a fortnight. Oh, it was mortifying.
yeah, maybe I could just think about just doing both. That would be 100% bonus, but man, I just think I'm just gonna be dying all the time. Which, you know, I got an extra life from her. I got an extra life from my other thing. Maybe I can just utilize those more, or I'll just say rely on them more, and not worry about the extra dying. I guess I'll try that. Now let's go. This is going to be 12% less damage, 6% more toughness. Let me get a socket in this one. This one will probably be you know, I'm trying to just keep things relatively all the same. Shock it. Come on, socket. There we go. So this will actually be a little bit more damage. 3%, so it'll be about 20%. No, about 4% more damage. Now this one would be 18% less damage, but extra toughness. So who knows? Maybe I'll switch to this one after if I do find myself dying more. Which I have a feeling I'm going to. And this... Okay, Compass Rose has 4 abilities in it, so I'm losing 6.5% damage. I'm losing that attack speed. But I'm gaining 50% from the Convention of the Elements. But I'm also losing the damage reduction while moving from this. So I gotta really be careful. I don't see this working at all. Like I said, what I'm gonna try to do, if I can, utilize my cheat deaths more. Now I got 2 of them. And just utilize them more. So let's see, you know, and maybe I can, you know, I did switch out both of them, so if I do better, you know, won't necessarily know which switch was the better if you know. So maybe I should have just done one switch for now, but they're both the same concept. More damage, 50% more damage for more damage received. So I did a 110 in 11 minutes. I'm just gonna do a 112 and see where that leads me. I wish I had something a little more defensive. I don't really have. I don't know. Here we go. I'll just try it.
Done.
Enemies of the left.
I'm already.
I'm badly wounded.
See.
I wish I could do that.
See. I just taken way too much damage, even in Archon form.
I need healing. I wish I could do that.
No way. Hey, even in Archon form, I'm just taking way too much damage. I mean, I could... there's little things that I could do. So let's, first thing I'll try is I'll try switching over my Paragon to Vitality. See how much of a damage reduction that is. 1396. Okay, so it's about yeah, I lost about 25 to 30% of my damage right there. 94, 661. And I didn't gain very much toughness at all from all that extra life. I went from 81 to 94. That's about a 20%. So I only gained 20% toughness. But I lost 30% damage. Alright, let's go back to... I have a feeling that this is not going to help me all that much. This definitely I can see that being an advantage, but I should have just done one. I should have just done one change. Fine. I mean, the extra attack speed and the extra critical hit damage granted, I'm now up to 42% critical hit. Okay, but wait. Do I want this one or the other one? I think it was the other one that I wanted, right? This one, did this one do a little bit better? I mean, this one is good because it gets me that much more attack speed, so I get that many more stacks. But this one is just a flat 20% more damage, just to frozen targets. I'm going to go with a critical hit speed one. I just think that one's better. So attacks against incapacitated enemies are automatically critical hits. My Archon, let's change this. I'm going to have it display critical hit damage numbers. So we can see exactly how many of my attacks are critical hits, because the damage numbers will be floating up. And so, this one here, enemies hit with cold damage, 50% chance to freeze them. And we'll just see how many extra critical hits I get between these two. But at the moment, I'm just testing out Convention of the Elements versus Squirt's Necklace. Just to see... I guess we won't empower. Here we go. I'll lose all my money.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
Come on. Come on. Ah. Oh.
Not ready yet.
Ah! Yeah. Oh, come on.
now. Not ready yet.
Wow, why?
Still waiting. How does that feel? Need more time.
Trying to gain some stats.
Still waiting.
Come on.
Need more time. More time. Still waiting. Not ready yet. Need more time.
I've got quite a few.
Still waiting.
Getting quite a few critical hits.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Oh, come on. Where is my...
You dare attack me?
Ah, I made another mistake. Maybe not. I gotta go back and check.
You can see me now. Need more time.
Oh, come on!
Not ready yet. I'm so good, I astound myself. Need more time.
I don't know why, but this doesn't seem like
Not ready yet.
my obsidian ring of the Zodiac kicking in anywhere near as much as it should be.
More time. Still waiting.
For the sisterhood!
For the sisterhood. See, why isn't it not?
Stop it. Still waiting.
Come on.
I need arcane power.
Oh, Juggernaut, that's why.
The Rift Guardian is here.
I need more arcane power. Need more time. Not ready yet. I don't have enough arcane power.
Come on, attack! Alright, well,
I once said with ancient power, when the champions of ages past have proven themselves, I would attempt to improve
so,
I am returning to town.
I guess I can use Squirty Necklace and Convention of the Elements for the most part, at least at this point anyways.
Are you ready?
Um,
Well, isn't that nice?
I can't pick up anything else.
without being in too much
Such a
danger.
brave soul. What? I didn't even
My
know
bags
I
are
had
full.
that thing.
So I've got an extra 50% damage
I'm
right there from that. Which is about, I guess, 3 greater rift levels.
Your valor
Maybe
is
more.
I didn't think I could get any better.
I don't think there's any reason to keep Triumvirate. 395. Pretty good abilities. Well, no. Socket is a waste. Although reduce all resource costs might be a little bit helpful in certain situations. Not that I'm ever going to use Arcane Orb. Alright, so... %14 life. Hate to say it, but that's the only good thing, isn't it? There's nothing else that's any good. You know, unless I want to try chance to deal area damage on hit, but I've never liked that. I've never liked that. It's just, I just don't think it's anywhere near as good as what other people think it is, because you only get a 20% chance to activate this each time. So it's not like I'm increasing my damage by 10 to 20%. It's 20% of that, because it only has a 20% chance to do it. So now granted, it happens to all enemies in the area, but still, I mean, that's no help against like a Rift Guardian. Oh yeah, well the other thing too I wanted to test out was whether or not, looked like there were so many critical hits going on that I'm just not sure how much the other one would help. You know, that extra 50% freezing going on, but you get the extra 20% cold skill damage, but only to frozen targets. Only to frozen targets. If they're not frozen, they're not taking the extra 20% damage. So probably not too much help against an elite. I mean, against a, well, definitely no help against a, like a Juggernaut, but against a Rift Guardian, they don't seem to get frozen all that much. Versus just the plain extra 50% to attack speed. Well, all right, so that was a 112 and 11. So I mean, this build is probably good up to 113, maybe 114 ish. You know, beyond that, it's more map dependent. You know, if I get a really good map with a lot of creatures and a lot of pylons, obviously I'll finish it a lot faster. But you know, it's not. I still just don't think it's as good as some of the other builds that I've got going on right now. And I don't like this Sliver of Terror because then my cooldowns are increased by 25%, making it all the more longer before I can get back into Archon form. And even the Rain of Fire, or the Ring of Fire, just doesn't seem like the enemies ever walk into it. So I think that Ring of Fire might be good if I were using a build where I could take time to pool a bunch of enemies together and then activate the Ring of Fire if I could do so in a timely fashion, and then, you know, have a lot of them die within that Ring of Fire. But I think this Sliver of Terror requires a lot of skills on cooldown, and I don't. I just have one, basically. So, and you know, the only other thing I wish I could utilize her more, her Oculus ring more. But there's really nothing else, that no other ring that she can have that like really does anything. I don't think. Very seldom. Now the only other thing I might be able to do is when I'm in Archon form, instead of using that Arcane Blast or Strike, use the Arcane, whichever one it is. Disintegration Wave. I could try that.
Need more time.
I'm just not sure. Not sure how that would work. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to utilize her Oculus more and attack with the other one. If I can, let's try that. Let's go go with 114. See how well that works.
Done.
Enemies of the movement, so
Yikes. Ah! That's bad. That's real bad. Ah.
Not ready yet.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
That working? Come on.
Still waiting.
Come on. Keep on messing up. That didn't seem to help out too much.
Need more options. Need more time.
Oh, come on!
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Come on.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Oh. Why am I not gaining?
Need more time. I'm unstoppable. Still waiting.
It seems like my Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac is not kicking in as much as what it should be.
The Rift Guardian has found.
Still waiting.
Go away. Come on. Well, I'd like to think it was something that I did, but I don't think so. I think it's just because that map, with all the green grass, there's pretty much, in my opinion, just about the best map there is. Usually lots of creatures, couple good pylons, lots of elites.
I am returning. to
So
town.
I don't think it was what I did. The only thing I think did differently that time
Impressive.
was I tried to utilize the Oculus ring that she gives off, which is not that easy to do because, you know, the main attack for the Archon is that strike thing, but you got to be right next to the enemy in order to do that. It doesn't do damage, but it builds up stacks, which increases the damage of the Chantoto Wave of Destruction. So, whereas if I'm using the other one, that Ray Beam Disintegrate thing,
What? I didn't even know I had
I can't
that
carry
thing.
anymore.
it might not matter. I wonder if that would work.
You look like you could
Probably
use
doesn't
it
matter
for
which attack you use.
indeterminate usefulness.
Because it's the Wave of Destruction, the Chantoto Wave of Destruction that's doing the damage. So it might not matter whether I'm using that close-up one, the Frozen Strike, or the Disintegration Wave. Obviously I want to use this one.
Still waiting.
I'll try it again, but I'll try to utilize more the that Disintegration Wave thingy.
Well, isn't that nice?
I can't pick up anything else.
Alright, try 116. Here we go.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
Need more time. Still waiting. Not ready yet.
Gotta get back in Archon form.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Can't do anything if you don't got release.
Still waiting.
Come on.
I need Archon power. If only they could see me now. Not ready yet. Still waiting.
Oh, come on.
Your defenses are nothing. Need more time. Still waiting. Not ready yet. Dare attack me?
Come on. Ugh.
Need more Archon. Not ready yet.
Every careful, these are all physical damage, guys. Come on.
Still waiting. Didn't see that coming, did you? Need more time. Not ready yet.
Careful.
Just warming up. Not ready yet.
Come on. Come on, White. It's not letting me attack.
Your defenses are nothing. More time. I don't have enough power. Not ready. Your grave awaits. Need more time.
Ah, that was dumb.
Dare attack me?
I messed that up big time.
Still waiting. Dare attack me?
Ah, I did it again! I didn't wait for my Chant Toto to be up to 20 stacks.
Still waiting. Didn't see that coming, did you? Need more time.
No. All right.
Not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Oh, come on.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Well. What can I say? You know, the big success I think I had for the last rift was just because of that map. These maps here where there's not very many creatures, so I don't get a lot of collateral kills, you know, and not very great pylons.
Ancients would be proud.
If my old masters could see me now.
Just seems like you're at a huge disadvantage, at least for this build and a lot of the other builds that I play too. You want to have that, and any of the twisty, windy maps, I guess they're just only good against with builds where you only want to kill the elites. You don't want a lot of, as they say, collateral kills. You don't. For instance, if you're playing like a skeletal mage build with a necromancer and you get your skeletal mages all over the place, a lot of times they'll waste a lot of time attacking all of the other creatures around when you'd rather have them just focused on the elite. But they're not. They attack everything. So for those builds, you probably want a twisty, windy map where there's not too many creatures. But
What a steal.
I think for this
I can't
build,
carry anymore.
you want to have the maps where there's a lot of creatures, so that while you're attacking the elite, you're also doing damage to all the guys in the area at the same time. I think her weird word is already pretty good. And I think with that game, I focused on getting into that her Oculus ring. I think I focused on that pretty well. Attack speed, reduced cooldown, intelligence, socket. Pretty perfect. 27. Okay, so hers is better. I don't think there's any reason to have an ancient legendary first. I don't think I need another one. So this is probably, I don't know, probably this is the limit of this build. The way it is now. Now, obviously, if I augmented and got a better Chantoto's Will Ancient Legendary, because this one's pretty much the lower end of the damage. Yeah, maybe I could get one more Great Rift. Maybe if I put yellow gems in here, but you know, putting yellow gems in there reduces my toughness, so it makes a greater chance of me losing my squirty necklace. So stacks. Either way, I don't think there's any more really huge gains to be made. Probably the biggest gain that I made was switching over to Squirt's Necklace, Convention of the Elements, rather than Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge. I suppose, you know, I could just try a 115. Which I should be able to do a 115. Let's just try a 115 real quick. Real quick headset.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
Need more time.
I don't get it.
If only they could see me now.
Oh. There you go. Come on. Why doesn't it just attack? Oh! Nightmare, make me run away.
Not ready yet.
Ah, this is horrible. Normally this is a really good map, but this time this is horrible.
I'm badly wounded.
Try and get up some stacks. Seems like when I go into that Oculus ring, a lot of times it just doesn't. Just doesn't attack. Why is that? Oh, these guys are horrible. Come on! Why doesn't my Halo kick in? Oh, come on. I don't get it.
Do you see that enemy over there? Let us cleanse it from this land.
Still waiting. Need more time.
Come on.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Get him.
Need more time. Still waiting. Still waiting.
No leaks. Well, I don't know.
Need more time. time.
Ugh.
Not ready yet. Still waiting.
No. No pylons, no elites, no win.
Not ready yet.
Where is he?
Didn't see that coming, did you?
My Santoro stack, don't want to forget this time. Juggernaut.
Need more time.
Come on!
Not ready yet. Need more Archon power. Need more time. Still waiting.
Ain't gonna work. Where is he?
Need more time.
Well, maybe the only other thing I can think of, I don't know how much of a difference this would be, but trying to do more with making sure I'm targeting the yellow elites to get more damage against them with my Bane of the Stricken. But, I mean, you know, I think just a lot of it just comes down to
Returning to town.
getting the right maps. The maps that I got here, like the one in the beginning, that one with the green wide open is normally a really good one, but for some reason, I don't know if it's because there was a bunch of the shaman guys there or what, or Rockety Doo guys. I don't know if they were shamans or not, but usually those guys are almost worthless. Oops.
Want to see what you'll get? Do come back again.
My bags are full.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure with a good map, relatively speaking, I can do
nice. Can I have it back?
you know, what was that, 114? Sure, I could do it. And then there was a lot of juggernauts, so the juggernauts can't be incapacitated, so therefore I don't get you know, what I get from the critical hit. So if there's a bunch of juggernauts there, then, and I think I had a bunch of juggernauts that time. Now hold on to this. Sometimes I have a feeling that there might be some knockback builds I could try. I've already got a couple of storm shields. I don't know if I'd ever use storm shield. It's really good defensively, but why is that there? need those. Cold. 83, 81. I certainly don't need all these either. I was thinking to keep these just in case I play multiplayer and I need a Nemesis braces. That's why I have those. Ancient Legendary, of course, but it's weaker than this one. But don't I already have an Ancient Legendary one? Energy Twister. I do. So I certainly don't need it. I doubt I'm gonna need Talrasha. I wish Talrasha was better. Talrasha was kind of a fun build. Alright, I will be back, and I believe this is it as far as Veer goes. I mean, it's, I can maybe make little tweaks here and there. I could search for better maps, keep fishing, but I think this is going to do it for Veer. So my next one will be, I think it's going to be Delcir. So Veer 114 and 932. I should have been able to do a 115, but I think this 114 I had a really great map for it, and that's why I got it done 932. I'm sure I could do a 115 if I get a decent map, but the point of it is just to see what's gonna do better. So this is 115. Delcir is 115. on 119, so and I still got a no 6-piece set I haven't done it all yet with, so I guess next will be Firebirds. We'll do the Firebirds one next. See how well I can do with that. Alright, I will be back.